going downstairs. We're gonna come back out and we're gonna show you the backyard. So, going to the backyard, the slider opens up, super straightforward. There's no extra locks on the side. It's just one little sliding glass door. Before we go outside, actually, I wanted to point out the other AC unit that controls downstairs. So this is the other Ecobee that will be controlling the downstairs AC. So now we're gonna go back outside. As we go outside, this is our backyard for Hacienda San Miguel. There's a little box to the left when you immediately come out, and that's where we'll have extra ping pong paddles, extra billiard balls, little ping pong balls, and just any like cleaning supplies needed for the pool table. So you come out here to the left, again, right under here, you have the ping pong table, also known as table tennis. This is a general view of the whole area, the sunken kitchen over there. This is our pool with our Baja shelf. That's what that's called right there, where the there's a little area to sit on. And then our spa over there is our fire pit area, fire lounging area. Walking over, you have a little bistro set here. This is underneath here is our pool table that's being covered right now because of the sun. But it's perfect. It needs to be to the floor so that the sun doesn't damage the legs. And right over here, you see our lounging area with our TV. That's again, of course, covered. All of the light switches are here. So you see we have 2 fans. We have 3 can lights, and this is what controls it right here. So you have a switch right here to turn on the light. And then you have this switch. This switch doesn't work because the fan doesn't have a light, but this is turns on the fan. So you can see it's slowly moving, and now the fan is turning on. And then we'll go ahead and turn it off. This is where the remote for the outdoor TV should be. It looks like it's not here, so it makes me seem like it's missing. Or it might be behind the TV. And it is. So there's another compartment behind the TV where people can put the TV remote. But I prefer over here for the time being, for this house especially, because I made a little area for it. So again, here's the backyard. You have lounging seats area, this big sectional for people to sit down, the TV for people to enjoy. We built this big brick wall here to cover up the trash can and the pool equipment. But you can see that that's the door to the garage, and this little opening right here that leads us to where all the trash cans are. So this hides the trash cans and the pool equipment. As you can see, these are our 2 AC systems, one for upstairs and one for downstairs. This is where our pool equipment is and our pool panel. There's a lock here so that guests cannot get into it. And this is how they get into the pool panel. We don't want guests to get into it, that's why it's locked. Over here is where all of our pool equipment is, where guests should not be back here. But we do have back here where there's the hooks, and this is where the skimmer is to clean the pool if need be. So this would be if you're facing the house, this is to the right of the house where the trash can is, okay? This is what it looks like back here with all of our lush plants. Our ficus trees here. This is where our seating area is going to be at. A huge fire pit. Because this fire pit is so big, sometimes when guests turns on the fire pit, it might only ignite up to a certain point. And so that's where they might have to get the long neck lighter and kind of light it all the way through until it catches, because again, it's just so big. So over here you have 2 pool umbrellas for right here for the Baja shelf for guests. We have 4 of the chairs here where they could hang out in. The pool, the way it works is it's deep on this end and it gets more shallow going that way. So you could walk in that way and you could come in, and then I believe it would be 3 feet, 3 feet, 4, 4, 4, 5, and then it gets to 6 feet down over here. Our spa will accommodate up to 10 guests. You can see over here, this is where we keep our pool table sticks so they can play right over here. Now I'm gonna walk over to where the sunken kitchen is. As you can see, this is the sunken kitchen. This is where the lights are for the sunken kitchen. You can tell I put the lights here, but it looks like it's already kind of coming off. But this is cam lights. So those are these lights right here. There's 3 of them. So there's one over there, one over here, and one here. So these will turn on the lights for the guests coming down, especially at night. And then over here is for the fan. So there's a switch for the light for the fan that can go up, and there's a switch for the fan to turn on. So I'm gonna turn that off. So walking downstairs, just, you know, be careful. The first step is a little bit bigger, but as you're walking down, you can see that this is a swim up bar. And what that means is guests can come up and sit on these little stools that's in there. And this is our countertop where they can sit and hang out, and these are our bar stools. You can come in here to the sunken kitchen. This is our ice chest where guests can fill it up with ice and put their beverages to keep it nice and cold. We have a really big sink with our dish soap, hand soap. This is where we're keeping all of our grilling tools and these little containers here, any things that we have. Right over here is the outdoor trash bags. And we have our big grill, as well as we have a outlet right here. And this is our big grill for guests to use. This is 48 inch, or actually I'm not quite sure. But as they turn it on, this doesn't need an igniter because it ignites, as well as having these 2 buttons right here. And right over here is going to be our outdoor little area. So there's a 2 range, and this is what it is to turn it on. So over here we have a little seating area. Again, more bar stools overlooking into the pool and the hangout area. So only half of the pergola is covered. The other half is half open, so it's some nice sun. Right now it doesn't feel great because it's still really hot, but during the winter the sun is very welcome. So coming out over here, as you can see around the perimeter, we have the bistro lights, also known as the string lights. They should be on a Casa plug that turns on at sunset and off at 11 p.m. And where you can find that it's plugged into as you're walking outside the sliding glass door, it's to the left, all the way to the side. This is trash that we're going to dispose of, but you can see that it's unplugged. So you know that it's not set properly. So I'm going to go ahead and replug it back in and reset it. So again, just a view of the backyard. This is what it looks like. All the switches to turn on the porch lights and the lights up here is right here in the kitchen. And again, it is labeled porch lights, patio lights, and it'll turn it on and off. Coming out here, just so you can see and get a visual again, all the lights are right here, and we'll make sure we turn it off. Now for really important stuff would be where we are locating all of our noise sensors. So this is where the outdoor noise sensors is for this area. And there's another outdoor noise sensors, and it's gonna be on this side. Because this patio is so big, we wanna make sure that we have everything covered. So this is where the other noise sensor is. So coming back in, the indoor noise sensor is currently stationed right by the TV, but I'm gonna go ahead and move that over to this side. That is way too close to the TV, and so if a guest is watching movies, it might trip it when they're not being loud. So closing the sliding glass door, we're gonna go to where the Wi-Fi box is for this house. The Wi-Fi is located in the bedroom, the second primary bedroom in the downstairs room, and it is located right here, underneath the bed to the side of the bed. So if there's any issues, guests can come in and you can direct them how to find the boxes to unplug and reset. This is what it is. I'm gonna slide it right back.